Hi, Cece here. Welcome to another One Take Friday. So this week I'm playing with something fun. They're called rockin snow globes. They are three-dimensional cards, but the cool thing about them is that they give you this plastic globe where you can insert some fake snow. So we're going to play with that. In each pack you can make 8 different cards. I have them all here. The images are really beautiful. The colors are vivid. They're more on the traditional side. Got this beautiful cardinal here, or a bird. I don't think it's a cardinal. I'm not sure. I'm not good with my birds. So there's all sorts of birds and then sceneries. I love this one, is my favorite. So everything is pre-perforated, and these are the rockers. So not only are they snow globes, but they're also rocker cards, which are a lot of fun. And there's the domes that I've shown you. What really impressed me is that they're actually including a box that fits right over the globe. So if you want to mail the card, there's no problem. So I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to put this together. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove all the pieces that you're going to need for your card. And they're pretty easy to remove. And the cool thing about each of the cards is that they give you 3 different sentiments, so you can pick and choose. Now I'm using my scissors to remove the little notches that are left from removing these from the backing sheet, just to clean up the edges. And using a marker, I'm using a blue, like a grayish blue marker by Tombow. I'm running the marker all around the edges of each of the pieces, and that will add depth. It will also remove that unsightly white outline around the edges. I'm also doing the same thing on the rocker where the sides will be shown. And now I'm just putting the image together. It's a pyramid style, and I'm not going to use scrap dots as I usually do when I do 3D work. Just because this is pyramid, it needs to be flat. So what I do is I align my image, as you can see here, and then I'm going to grab just one of the foam adhesives and lift the image on one side and then place my first adhesive. And that way that piece will not move. I know it's in the proper place, because sometimes they could be pretty tricky to align when you've got all your adhesives on them. And then you make a mistake and you have to remove, and then you risk the chance of tearing your paper. So that's the trick that I found to mount them the proper way and with perfect alignment. So now I'm going to put the sentiment part of the rocker. Now here's the dome with a mixture of paper soft and diamond dust. Now you're going to see me struggle with this a little bit. I didn't know how much quantity I needed to put. And I cleaned up the edges of the circle before I added Tombow liquid adhesive. You can also use score tape. I just thought it would be a drag to try and use the score tape in a circular, on a circular shape, so I'm using the Tombow just because it gives me a time to move it around if it's not perfectly aligned. So now I'm just layering the image upside down. I can't see it, so I have to lift it over my head and look from below, so that's why you lost the image for a while. And then I'm going to flip it over. The glue will dry clear, so there's no problem there. And now I'm going to add the silver circle that goes right over that, and I'm centering everything. Here's a trick I wanted to share with you. I have a dome here and I'm preparing to do another project, and I have a dryer sheet right here, and by running the dryer sheet inside and outside of the dome, it eliminates some of the static so that when you drop the diamond dust mixed with the flour soft, it's not going to go all over the place, and it will release from the actual window so that you have a clearer image, just like I did on this one here. So if you compare this to the card that I just made, there's a lot less residue on the dome once the snow has settled at the bottom. So I just wanted to share that tip with you. It's now time to put the rocker together, and it's pretty easy. You just have to fold on all the scored lines, and before you assemble the sides you have to put that piece of sticky strip. You can also use liquid adhesive, and then I'm folding the sides, and I'm just going to glue, add glue on the tabs. And I like to distribute my glue evenly. And then I'm just going to glue and then hold down for a little bit until it sets. And the rocker is pretty much finished. All I need to do now is add the sentiment on the front part. Since I have my liquid glue out, I'm going to use that too. You can use any adhesive. I'm putting a piece of Suquine tape on top to receive the dome. And I think I'm going to add also some liquid glue at the bottom of the globe. So I glue the top of the rocker and the bottom of the globe. If I were to add glue behind the dome or the globe, then I wouldn't know exactly where to stop the glue. I didn't want to see any glue showing from the back. And I'm done. As for the box, it's pretty easy to put together. You just have to fold on all of the scored lines. So I'm going to put glue on each of these tabs. And that will make my box very sturdy. I'm going to do my other two corners, making sure that they're nice and flush. There we go. And I'm not going to glue this tab down. This is meant to be like this because otherwise when you close your box you're going to see two empty spaces on each side. So it would close like that. And I will put my gorgeous card inside. You could also line this up with a little bit of tissue paper if you want, and you can also decorate the box if you're not giving this or if you're not mailing this. It'd be nice to add some nice Christmas paper on top, and even one of the remaining sentiments on top of the box. And there's the finished card. Of course you can't see this when it is standing up, but it totally rocks. And I love the dome. I love the imagery behind this. I love the snow. Now I'm going to show you something else that I've done, and I've done an ornament. I didn't show you how I made this, but it's fairly easy. I basically sandwiched two globes. Instead of putting it on the rocker, I sandwiched two globes back to back. I have this glitter ribbon that comes from this set by Petaloo. It's called Fancy Trims in red. And I've also included that combination of flower soft and diamond dust. And what I did at the bottom here on one side, I took this gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon that we have. It's absolutely stunning. I made a beautiful bow, and I added some flowers that I've actually candied with some clear rock candy. Here's the package. There's all different sizes of flowers. These are the Prima flowers, and there's 12 flowers in a pack. So I have included one at the bottom here, and I'll give you a close-up as to what it looks like with the clear rock candy. It's really nice. It just gives it that nice frosty look. I like that effect a lot. I've added a bauble here from Tim Holtz, more of that tinsel ribbon here at the bottom to tie the bow, and at the top here I've got more flowers front and back. And oh, my camera went blue, sorry about that. And in the back, instead of adding a flower and another bow, I just added one of the sentiment that's included. Here are the two projects that I did using the 3D kit by Hunkydory. There's a code in the back. It's a Rock 101. And I've already showed you how to put the box together. Now, if I had had more time, I would have decorated the box, which is something that you can easily do. And that's it for today. So I hope that you've enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, leave them below, and I will be talking to you on December 1st. Why, you ask? Well, it's our first day of our 12 days of Christmas, and I'm really excited to present that to you again this year. It's 12 videos, 12 days consecutively, and we'll have all sorts of projects for the holiday season. So until then, happy crafting.